See? Ooh, 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 that feels good. Ooh. I'm not saying my house, when I had one, was a mess. But let's just say some burglars broke in one time and cleaned it. You know, something I don't understand. Why can't women put on their mascara with their mouth closed? Minnie was telling me that her late husband once got her a mood ring. I said, well, how did it work? She said, well, if I was in a good mood, it would turn blue. If I was in a bad mood, it would leave a big red mark on his forehead. Years ago, I traveled across country by car, right? And in the middle of nowhere, out in New Mexico, my car breaks down. So this Indian guy comes by on his horse and offers me a ride to the nearest gas station. Well, as we're going along on the little road there to get to the gas station, the Indian occasionally will let out this yelp. I say, what the hell's that all about? So anyway, we finally get to the gas station. I get off his horse. I thank him for the ride. He gives one last yahoo and hurries on down the road. Well, the gas station guy looks at me and says, what the hell did you do with that? What the hell did you do to that Indian to get him so excited? I said, I don't know. I sat up behind him. I put my arms around his waist and I held onto his saddle horn. And the guy at the gas station looks at me and says, saddle horn? He didn't have a saddle horn. He was riding bareback. Geez, I wonder what that was. Years ago, I'm in New York, walking down Lexington Avenue, when Elmer pulls up to me in this Rolls Royce. I looked at him and I said, Elmer, where'd you get the great car from? He said, well, I was strolling through the village last night, and this beautiful young woman pulls up alongside me in this car and offers me a ride. So, I got in. Then she asked me to kiss her. So I did. Next thing I knew, she was pulling into a parking space in some lot, took off her clothes down to her panties, and got into the back seat. And said, take whatever you want from me. Well, I could clearly see that her panties would never fit me, so I took the car. Hey, how does a Russian commit suicide? He smells his armpits. You know how an American commits suicide? He tells this joke to a Russian. I'm in a park one day, right? And this is Russian and American and a blonde, and they were talking. And the American says, you know, we were the first ones on the moon. And the Russian says, yeah, well, we were the first ones into space. And the blonde says, yeah, well, we're going to be the first ones on the sun. And they both looked at her and they said, you can't land on the sun. You'll burn up. She says, oh, we got that all figured out. Yeah, we're going at night. Come back and see me next week, okay? Bye! Hey, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. It's over there. Okay? Thanks!